at the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Good at what you do. You and your crew. They even got players in clubs.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen going to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Allen. Now we'll tuck this and run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Ward. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Another run for Gibbs here. Powering his way forward. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So you look at this Bronco defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Ward. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now Allen.
And the Broncos first down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
21. Packers 7. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now Allen. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15 and spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Allen now looks to throw.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. There he goes again. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amon-Ra St. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw, here's Ward. Another one caught by Collins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on.
Here's Ward. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get possession for at least 3 points.
It's 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's Allen. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Able to get away. This is caught. It's Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. And caught out.
Wow. The ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Read option. This is Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jahmyr Gibbs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay,
About
ready?
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Return there, 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Round 80. What's that?
Streaming ahead with Gibbs here. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
180.
And the Broncos 1st down.
What's that?
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now Miami Fairbairn for the field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing is Ward. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. A short one there, caught by Likely. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On the jump.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
Ward off the play fake. Touchdown, Packers. Nico Collins halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to his tight end, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Man, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now, Ward. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ward. A short one there, caught by Likely. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
19 yards. That's good for a Packers.
To throw is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got room to roam. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. One impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive. Here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do.
And it's intercepted. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense